Fine. So let me open first my notebook first. Fine. So today our agenda is what is AWS. Today our agenda is what is AWS and how to create AWS account. AWS account. How to create a server in AWS. How to create a server in AWS. How to getting into server in AWS. How to getting into AWS server and how to install softwares on server. So these are all things. So today we're going to be experiencing, guys. Please. Got it very clear. So these are all the activities. Clear all of you, please. So first, let us understand what is AWS completely for today. So overall, so I want to briefing about what is AWS completely for today. So first half an hour. The next half an hour we'll discuss about this one. Okay, all of you, please. So let me repeat one more time. What is AWS? Then let us, after half an hour, we'll start this. Okay, first half an hour, let us briefing about what is AWS. All of you, please be. Fine. So before starting AWS, okay, before understanding what is AWS, please tell me what is an application. Anybody help me? What is application? Please, anybody help me? What is an application? Anybody help me? Application in the sense of what? The working software which is written any programming language, either by Java, .NET, Python, anything. Got it? We call as an application. That application we're going to be deploying onto the servers. Am I right? Which you already discussed. Is nothing but a service. After successfully deploying our application on top of the servers, then we are going to be accessing as a website like redbus.in, redbus like Flipkart, like Hotstar, whatever, anything. Got it? I'll repeat this point very clearly. Please listen very carefully who are all new joiners for today. So is there any new joiner for today, please? Any new join, please? Okay, fine. Yes, Raj Kumar, yes. Ganesh, yes. Lakshman, yes. Yeah, Jyotirma, yes. Please listen. So the first half an hour we'll discuss about introduction about what is AWS. Please focus on this. Nagadevi, please. Okay. So what is an application? Anybody help me right now? The working software which is written any programming language we call as an application. That application we're going to be deploying onto the servers. Then there itself we are accessing as an application. As an application over an internet as a website. As a website. I hope you understood this very clearly. Okay. For deploying application, for maintaining our application, what kind of infrastructure we require, please? What kind of infrastructure required? What is infrastructure? Please tell me. Anybody help me? What is infrastructure? What is the meaning of infrastructure first? For example, you want to maintain your office, one kind of office. What is infrastructure required? So we required computers, AC, chairs, files, documentations, a lot of things. A lot of things we calling as infrastructure. And the same way, to maintain your home also some infrastructure required. Without infrastructure, we can't able to maintain your home also. The same way, my question is very clear. To maintain this application, what kind of infrastructure we require? Please, anybody help? We require servers. We require networks. We require a database. We require storage. We require storage. Got it very clearly. So these are all the major infrastructure we require. These are all major infrastructure is required to maintain and deploying our application successfully. But how exactly we can able to get this infrastructure? How many ways we can able to get this? How many ways? Ways to get infrastructure, please tell me. Anybody help me? Devi, please, all of you, please. All of you, please try to reply. How many ways we can able to get this infrastructure? How many ways we can able to get this infrastructure? The first one is what? Physically, like your laptop, virtually, and cloud. Usually this virtually and cloud both are same looks, but let us be considered three types: physical environment, virtual environment, and cloud environment. VM means maybe VMware workstation, or else EXE servers, or else anything. But the cloud means Azure, AWS, Google. But let it be considered as AWS. Got it? But what is the cloud? Please tell me. What is the cloud? Anybody help me? What is the cloud? Anybody? So what we are understanding for today's session, what exactly we understood about this, please? So we are going to be getting this infrastructure from our AWS cloud, and we are going to be deploying our applications. Got it? Very clear, all of you. Very clear, please, all of you listen very carefully. So this infrastructure we can able to get it from the cloud, and we are deploying our application successfully. After deploying successfully our application, we can able to access over an internet as a website. Guys, please, all of you. Clear? That's what exactly cloud. Then what is the cloud, please? Anybody? What is an exactly cloud, please? If we can able to access the remote placed resources, if we can able to access the remote placed resources over an internet from a laptop is nothing but a cloud. I'm going to repeat one more time. Listen very carefully. What is the cloud? Anybody, please? What is the cloud? If we can able to access the remote placed resources, over an internet from your laptop, if we can able to access or control is nothing but what exactly? Cloud. But got it very clear. What is the cloud compute, guys, please? Cloud compute is nothing but what? A computing power like RAM, CPU, motherboard, the kind of computing power. If we can able to access over an internet from anywhere in the world, is nothing but a cloud compute. Is nothing but a cloud compute. Can anybody can become a cloud provider? Can anybody can become a cloud provider, please? For example, I'm a millionaire, I'm a billionaire, I have enough money. Can I become a cloud provider like AWS, like Google, like Azure? No, we can't. No. We need to follow some rules and regulations. If we have a money, we can't able to become a cloud provider. We need to follow some set of rules. Let us understand the set of rules, then we think of let us talk about cloud later. Okay, first, to become a cloud provider, so what are the rules regulations we need to follow? So you need to follow these 3 rules, guys, please. 5 essentials, 3 service models, 4 deployment models. Try to understand this 3 first, then we'll start DevOps. Then we'll start AWS. Got it? Let us understand 5 essentials. What these are all, please? On demand, broad network access, resource pooling, rapid elastic, measure the services. Clear all of you, please? On demand, broad network access, resource pooling, rapid elastic, measure the services. On demand is nothing but what? Whenever you want a server, the server is immediately ready for your work. Is nothing but on demand. So is it possible in physical environment? Can able to buy a laptop within a minute? Is it possible your physical laptop can able to buy it within a minute? But how it is possible physical server within a minute, within a 1 minute, within half an hour? It's not possible. We can't able to get it physical environment. But if you go for a cloud, yes, we can. Whenever you want a server, the servers are ready immediately for a deploying our application. Is nothing but on demand. On demand is whenever you want a servers, the server is immediately ready for deploying our applications. Is nothing but on demand. But about broad network access is nothing but what? So we are going to be creating a servers in the cloud. Those servers we can able to we are accessing over an internet from anywhere in the world. Broad network access is nothing but internet only. Broad network access is nothing but what? We are going to be accessing cloud servers from anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world by using your internet connectivity. Is nothing but a broad network access. Okay, then resource pooling is nothing but what? Duplication. Resource pooling is nothing but what? Duplication, guys, please. Duplication. What are the meaning of duplications, please? For example, you have a laptop. Can you able to duplicate a laptop 100 copies? Is it possible? Same like my laptop. Is it possible like Xerox machine in a physical environment? In a physical environment, is it possible like can able to duplicate a laptop like Xerox machine in a physical environment? No. But if it in the cloud, yes, because of it is a logical form. In the cloud, we can able to create n number of servers. We can able to duplicate also. We have one production server. The production server we can able to replicate it or else duplicate it n number of times in cloud, but not in the physical environment. Clear? Understood? Elastic. What is the meaning of elastic? What is the meaning of elastic? Please tell me. All of you. Dattu, Datta. All of you, please. Srini, Sapnil, Saundarya. What does elastic means? Flexibility. Got it? So based on our customer load, we can able to increase or decrease our infrastructure at any point of time. It's nothing but elastic. Got it? Based on customer load. Based on customer load. Based on customer load, our infrastructure will be increased or decreased. Is nothing but elastic. So which I'm going to be creating resources, or a servers or a network or storage, a database, anything. we are going to be pay rent for each and every month. So each and every month, because of cloud is a rental based resources. Cloud is what exactly? Rental based resources. That is what exactly we're going to be paying bills for every month. So it is what exactly the first rule. Then second rule, SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. What are the SaaS? What are the PaaS? What are the IaaS? SaaS means what? Software as a service. Listen very carefully. Focus. SaaS means what? Software as a service. Service billing it. How exactly you paying data? How exactly you paying current bill every month? How exactly the same way. If we are going to be using services, we need to pay bill for every month. Billing it. That's it. SaaS means what? Software as a service. PaaS means what? Platform as a service. IaaS in the sense of what? Infrastructure as a service. SaaS means what? Software. If we have a service, if we have any software, if you're deploying on the cloud, we can able to give the service to the public, like Flipkart, like Facebook. Okay, the Flipkart is a software or not? Please tell me. Is Flipkart is a service software or not? Or a Facebook is a software or not? Please. Facebook is a software or not? Yes. This software, if you are going to be deploying onto the cloud, the software is servicing into the public is nothing but a software service. We have a software, we deploying on the cloud, the software is servicing into the public. So are you using Flipkart or not? Are you using Facebook or not? That is nothing but a SaaS only. Instead of physical environment, we are keeping a cloud. The cloud gives you the software, the service to the public. That's it. What about PaaS? Platform as a service. Java as a platform. .NET as a platform. Python as a platform. For example, if you want to execute any program, if you want to execute Java program, how exactly we can able to execute? Please tell me. What infrastructure we require to execute Java programs? Can able to directly executing in the air? No. We require a system, even your laptop. What please? What the first thing is, guys, please required? If you want to execute a Java program, what is exactly the first thing? Hardware layer. RAM, CPU, RAM, motherboard, hardware layer. Then what? Operating system layer. Then what? Third layer is what exactly? Install the Java. Then what? Set the class path or configuration. In the fifth layer only we can able to execute Java program. What are the first layer? Hardware. Second, operating system. Third, installation. Fourth, configuration. And the fifth one only we can able to execute Java program. What cloud says in this scenario? Don't worry about anything. Directly you can execute Java program. We will take care of all those resources which you want. Okay. So developer no need to worry about hardware. No need to worry about operating system. No need to worry about installation. No need to worry about setting configuration. Directly Java project we can able to execute on cloud, any cloud. There is nothing but a PaaS. Directly Java program we can execute without worrying about hardware, without worrying about operating system. Is nothing but a PaaS. Okay. And IaaS, infrastructure as a service. IaaS, infrastructure as a service. What is IaaS in the sense of what? Infrastructure. What is infrastructure? Anybody? What is the meaning of infrastructure? What is the meaning of infrastructure? Clear. Which you understand very clearly, which you discussed already. So this kind of infrastructure as a rental based, this infrastructure as a rental based, we are going to be providing as a service. Clear, all of you, please? So remember very clearly. So we are not part of, as a Linux administrator, as a AWS admin, as a DevOps engineer, we are not part of SaaS. We are not a part of PaaS because we are not developers. We are not writing any code. We are not writing any Java code, .NET, Python. We are not writing anything. That's why we are not part of PaaS. but we are part of SAS. Yes, please. We are not part of SAS. We are not part of PaaS. We are part only. We are worrying about only infrastructure as a service because of we are admins. We are providing as AWS administrator. Our prior responsibility is providing infrastructure to maintaining and deploying our applications. Clear? The point is very clear or not? As a AWS admin, so our prior duty is providing infrastructure for applications, either servers or database or network, whatever. That is what exactly second rule. What about third rule, please? 4 deployment models. So public, private, community, hybrid. Public, private, community, and hybrid, guys, please. Public, private, community, and hybrid. So listen, all of you, please. I'm stick my mind or my points onto the hardware layer only. I'm not talking about hardware, sorry, operating system. I'm not talking about installing software, nothing. And got it? In this screen, please, I'm talking about only hardware, RAM, CPU, motherboard. Please focus on that only. Don't think so about Linux, Windows, nothing. Please focus only hardware. Public hardware, private hardware, community hardware, hybrid hardware. Okay, this infrastructure, how many ways we can able to get it? How exactly, please? Publicly, privately, community, and hybrid. Public means what? So that is way of getting physically, virtually, cloud. But in the cloud, public data centers we have, private data centers we have, community data centers we have, hybrid community, hybrid. So these are all cloud only. These 4 communities, 4 deployment models are public cloud only. So for example, RAM. Okay, for example, CPU, public RAM. That means your application. For example, we have 2 applications like Redbus application, Flipkart application, Artsr application. These 3 applications we are going to be deploying onto the same kind of resource, like a same RAM, same CPU. That means our resources, our hardware resources will be shareable or not. It is a public or not. All of you, please reply quickly. So RAM, CPU, what are maybe we going to be using in shareable to the multiple applications or not? Yes. Whether you're deploying multiple applications on a same resource or single, this is public. But next day, so the next piece, so which I'm going to be starting financial business, financial application. I want to deploy an application on a specific RAM, on a specific CPU, on a specific hardware resources. That is what exactly private. Okay, the combination of public plus private is nothing but a hybrid. The community is nothing but futuristic, not for right now. It is more security, like DRDO, ISRO, NASA. Those people's are going to be using in community edition. These are all the 4 deployment models which you're going to be discussing in the coming sessions. We're going to be experience practically. Don't worry. Okay. So what are the point we catch up? What are the point? If you want to provide a cloud, provider, we need to mitigate these rules. Then only we can say, I can say, I am a cloud provider. If you mitigate these all the rules and regulation, then I can say I'm a cloud provider. Clear, all of you? Understood? Yes. Okay. Like AWS is a cloud provider, Azure is a cloud provider, Google is a cloud provider, and so many XYZ. But any cloud provider should follow these rules and regulations only. Clear. But what is the cloud? You can able to access the remote place resources over an internet from a laptop is nothing but a cloud. Futuristic data. So NISRO more secure, like NISRO, ISRO, DRDO people more secure. Nothing else is there. If we can able to access over an internet, the remote placed resources over an internet from a laptop is nothing but a cloud. But cloud is rental based resources, guys. Please. The cloud is a rental based resources, which is easy for you. Please build the news and select the news. Please tell me. Which is easy for you, please? Build the news and select the news. Always select the news one, because of, so instead of creating our own, then ready-made things we are always looking, guys, please. Okay. For example, just for reaching your railway station, are we going to be buying a car, or else rental car easy for you? Just for reaching a railway station, are we going to be buying a car or rental car? Rental car always. Rental car always, guys, please. Always we are going to be using rental cars, because of it easy. No need to worry about license cost, pollution check, insurance, driving license, not required. And moreover, we're not required to capitalize 15 lakhs or 10 lakhs rupees for buying a car. The same concept. Just for deploying our applications, are we going to be going for buying a service or rental service? Please tell. If you want to buy a server, we need to require a data center like this. We need to pay rent for every month. We need to pay current bill, maintenance, housekeeping, ACs, employee salaries, huge bills, huge amount you need to pay, ongoing amount payments every month. But if you go for rental based, easy. Get the server, deploy application, and delete or create whatever. Easy. So rental is cloud. But which kind of clouds? So cloud providers are AWS, Azure, whatever maybe. But we're going to be using only AWS. We're going to be teaching you. We're going to be discussing in a DevOps, whatever maybe. Anywhere else, we're going to be using only AWS. But it is a high-end diagram of AWS. At the top view of high-end diagram of AWS. So which you're going to be discussing about VPC model, EC2 model, S3 model, S3 model, RDS model, guys, please. So these are all the models which you're going to be discussing in an entire AWS sessions. What is VPC? Is nothing but what? Network. VPC is nothing but what? Network. EC2 is nothing but what? Service. S3 is nothing but what? Storage. Database is nothing but what? RDS. Clear all of you, please. Clear. Clear, understood, very clear. So by helping of these all the resources, we can able to deploy our application successfully. So we are going to be getting this infrastructure from AWS cloud, and we are going to be deploying our application properly. Clear, understood, very clear. Clear. Then what is the VPC? VPC is nothing but what? Virtual private cloud. Virtual private cloud. How exactly your office kind of network, an isolated network, we can able to get over an internet. In a virtual form is nothing but a VPC. Got it. Got it very clearly. So for example, Facebook, anybody can access, but your home page, no, it's locked by default, like photos, videos, by default. The same way, AWS is public access, but your resources are private. This is your VPC. This is your network. It is your friend network. It is your my network. What I mean. So these resources we can able to secure. Who can access, who cannot access, we're going to be writing the rules and regulation. Based on that, only outside people can able to access. In your office, anybody can access from outside world. Any mission, outside world. For each and every company, separate network is there or not? All networks are same. All companies in the Hyderabad, what I mean. No or not, please. Same concept. Let me continue, guys, please. Understood very clearly? What is network? Similarly, let us assume your office network, please. The same way, or EC2. What are the EC2? Let us assume your computer. In your computer, what are the components we have, please? What are the components we have, please? Anybody help me? RAM, CPU, motherboard. Motherboard or not? NIC card. All these things or not? Please tell me. All these things are not. CPU. Same way server also. Any server. In server also we have a CPU, operating system, hard disk, RAM, firewall, NIC card. But your laptop is your home purpose. The server for deploying our applications on. But the servers we can able to get it a elastic way. What is the elastic, which you already understand? In elastic way, we can able to get computing for RAM, CPU, motherboard, and over an internet is nothing but EC2. 1E, 2 Cs is nothing but EC2. By helping of EC2, we can able to get a service. For example, I want to deploy a Hotstar kind of applications. I want to deploy a Hotstar kind of applications. How exactly, please? If you want to create any server, first we require a network. Even my laptop also required a network. Without network, can't able to conduct this session and this class. The same way, first we are going to be establishing a network. On top of this network, we're going to be creating EC2 instance. It's nothing but a server. On top of it, outside application we're going to be deploying. Then we're going to be accessing over an internet as an application over an internet. Yes. Then, so for where exactly we can able to maintain our information, database information. Got it? Username, password, email address. We can maintain under what exactly? RDS. MySQL, Oracle kind of databases we can able to get it through RDS. Good, very good. But where exactly we can able to maintain our videos. So it is a minimum 3 GB of Blu-ray printed video on. So can able to insert the hard disk? No, it is not possible. That is the reason. So we're gonna be deploying or uploading and downloading in S3 bucket. Larger files we can able to upload. It's simple storage service. It's look like your Google Drive. How exactly your Google Drive works? The same S3 bucket also. We can upload, download any kind of data over an internet. Is nothing but a simple storage services. Got it? Understood? What are the VPC? What are the EC2? What is RDS and S3? Clear? Understood? No, that is different in that. Don't compare it. We can compare, please. We can compare S3 with known databases. That is different. This is different case. Yeah. Now, one more question. The student asked this question. Let me answer. Naga Devistri asked this question. Okay. So, what is the difference between storage and databases? And so, what is the measure the services? Measure the service is nothing but what we're going to be getting a rental service or not. Who will pay the rent? Onka. We're going to be getting a rental service, and by using cloud, who will pay the bill? How exactly measure? How what parameters we're going to be using and for calculating a bill? Onka. Okay. Will you get the laptop free of cost? Okay. Can you reply? No. The same concept here also. But it is a little bit free costs also, please. Not all the free, but which are all going to be using free versions and as well as paid also. Our practice will be on free services. Don't worry. Okay. Naga, what are the different storage and database? So the database in a tabular format. Tabular format. Data will be tabular format. We can able to insert tabular format. Am I right? The database depending on operating system or not. MySQL, Oracle. Without operating, can able to work it. This no. But what about Google Drive? The Google Drive is working on with the help of any operating system. Upload like Google Drive can upload in videos in database. Got it very clearly. The S3 is not depending on any operating system. Directly we can upload, download any file. It's like your storage, like your pen drive, like Google Drive, S3. But database is not like that. Data will be in tabular format. It is fixed format. Depending on operating system, we can't directly upload, please. No related, please. Both are interrelated, please. No relation, please. Yeah, fine. The concept is very clear, all of you, please. Okay, that's what. Yeah, fine. Yeah, fine. Yeah, questions apart. So, shall we explain this? How exactly we going to be? Please, shall we start? How exactly we going to be creating an account? How we going to be creating a server? How to get a AWS server? So, getting into the server, installing software. Shall we experience, please? YouTube is different. Can we upload your own? YouTube is different then, but simply say Nagadisri Google Drive. That's it. Please assume Google Drive. How exactly Google Drive works? The same way or S3 bucket as of now. Okay, practical I'll show you. Then you can clarify. But as of now, your mind will clarify how exactly Google Drive with your MySQL database. Let us compare these two. You can understand. As of okay, that's it. So okay, don't leave the meeting, please. One second. Don't leave the meeting. So please use this Google Drive. All of you. Please use this Google Drive. Everybody got this Google Drive, am I right? In this Google Drive, you can able to see. You can able to see. Just to copy paste in a Google Drive. See how to create AWS account. In this, how to create a server also. How to install Git Bash in Windows environment. And what are the DevOps content? What are the AWS content? Please look at once, okay? Please look at all these things, all the document once, okay? But today, what exactly agenda, please? How to create AWS account, okay? So I'm going to be explain. Please listen. If not getting, so please follow this document. Please open this document, and you can able to come to know how to create AWS account by following this document. Easily we can able to create. Okay, I'll explain this. In the Google, please type AWS console. AWS console, guys, please. And click on create a free account. Click on create a free account. And click on create a free account. And click on create a free account. And create account. So is already sign up, that's what it is showing like this. But let me continue here itself. After typing AWS console, please click on very first link. Then create a new account. Please your fill details. It is a 12 months of free account. 12 months free. Okay, not for all. On a particular services will be free, but not all. Which are all free, which are all paid, I'll explain, don't worry. So please provide your email address, password, confirm password, account. Okay, then fill your details and all the details which you are displaying. Got it. Please provide your credit card or debit card details. It will detect only 2 rupees. And don't select PAN card, yes. Please be say no. Please be say no. So if you do payment this, if you do this, it will detect 2 rupees only, just validating a bank. Just validating a bank. Within 24 hours, the 2 rupees also revert back to your account. There is no problem, please. So after this payment successfully, you need to verify your phone number. Please provide your phone number, just to verify. Provide the phone number, security, continue, call me. You will receive a call or else you will receive an OPT. By providing OPT, your mobile number will be validated. After validating by choosing a basic plan, your account will be successfully registered. Within 24 hours, immediately it will not be activated. Within 24 hours, the account will be activated by choosing a basic plan. The account will be, the registration account creation completed. Your account will be active within 24 hours. After that, please use this link, aws.amazon. After successfully sign up, you can able to log in. 1 second. We can able to log in like this. So please type in the Google AWS console. Let us go for very first link. Instead of create free account, which are already completed, let us go for sign in to the console, please. Then please provide username and password. Please provide username by choosing a root account only. Don't go for IAM. What is IAM? I'll explain later. For right now, please go for it root user only. Select root user and provide your email address, which you was provided registration time. And please security, provide security. Please be provide security. And the password which was given, my password was XYZ. I don't know what is the password. Clear? Understood? So have you successfully landing into this AWS or no? So what exactly you want to do, please? I want to create a EC2 instance. I want to create a server. Server has what? CPU. Server has, please. Now, I'll explain this first. Let me complete this, okay? Nikhil, please wait. Okay, we'll discuss end of the session. One more 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. Okay, first let me complete this. People will be confused if you answer the question. Fine. Got it very clear, Nikhil. Okay, so we are gonna be using these all the resources like a CPU, operating system, hard disk, RAM, firewall, a NIC card. So which are all the components having in a laptop also. The same thing we have in server also. There is no problem. By using these resources, we are going to be creating a server in AWS. But how? What are the service name, please? What are the service name, please? EC2. Select this EC2, please. Select this EC2. Please, I'll repeat. After successfully sign in, click on services, click on EC2. So by helping of EC2 server, we can able to create a server. So one of our server is running. One server is already running in the case. But I want to create our own server one more time. We'll create one more server. How exactly we can able to create a server? Please choose instance, launch instance. Please choose launch instance. We can able to choose any operating system, either Windows, Linux, Mac, anything. Either Windows, Mac, anything, guys, please. Anything, Red Hat, anything, Windows, anything. But let me choose for today Ubuntu. Let us filter Ubuntu Linux operating system. The two Ubuntu server 16 Linux machine I'm going to be launching. Launch means creation. I'm going to be creating a server. So I'm going to be choosing Ubuntu Linux operating system I have been chosen. Then I'm going to be choosing CPU and RAM. The CPU and RAM here we're calling as a instance type. The combination of these two V calling as a instance type. V calling as a instance type. And what are the instance type I'm going to be using as, please? I'm going to be using as, please. Anyone, you can choose anyone, please. But please be choose T2 micro. That T2 micro only free. The 750 hours free for every month up to 12 months. Free, guys, please. The T2 micro is free of cost. We can able to choose this T2 micro. The T2 micro has 1 core CPU, 1 GB RAM. Am I right? 1 core CPU, 1 GB RAM. And configure. And if you want to create any instance, any server, we require a VPC or not, we require a network or not. Without network, can able to create a server, can able to use a laptop, no one. Clear? So whenever creating an instance or a server, network is required. Whenever I sign up AWS account, by default, a default network is available. Blindly use a default network. On top of this default network, we're going to be creating the server. How many servers you want, please, on top of this network? N number of, but don't choose these missions. It will get affect the bill. Up to 750 only free. So as of now, I'm going to be creating only one server. Got it? So storage. The storage, guys, please. Hard disk. Hard disk. So I'm going to be choosing 8 GB hard disk, or else what I maybe want to go for 20, 10, but let it be 8. Let us continue default value 8. And what are the name? So can I ask you one question in this, please? Can you ask you one question in this, please? Tell me. So we have chosen operating system, we chosen RAM, we chosen CPU, we chosen network, we chosen that, we chosen no, all those things, guys, please. But these are all the resources, and where exactly, in a laptop or a cloud? These are all the resources available in cloud or not, or in a laptop. A silly question I'm going to be ask you. This RAM, CPU, or else these are all in the cloud or not? So where exactly this cloud? Why? So these are all the resources available in US East, that name called Ohio. Got it? In this, from this region, from this region, from this data center, we're going to be accessing, we're going to be controlling over an internet. Am I right? Is nothing but a cloud or not? Is nothing but a cloud or not? Please tell me. Is nothing but a cloud or not? Yes. Yes. What are the cloud name, please? What is the server name I'm going to be getting? I want to make this. I want to make this as a web server. I want to make this server as a web server, please. All of you, listen. And configure the security. So what are the security group, please? Who can access? Who cannot access? We're going to be writing a rules and regulations. Locked. Am I right? So we understood very clearly. Yeah, like firewall. So we are going to be creating an EC2 server in VPC, and we're going to be writing a rules and regulations. Who can access? Who cannot access? Got it? That is an exactly security group. So as of now, I'm going to be opening SSH and HTTP. Two rules only. One, what is SSH, please? Secure shell. We can able to log in from one Linux machine to another Linux machine. We can able to log in from one Linux machine to another Linux machine. We can able to easily log in. That is an exactly SSH. But what about HTTP? HTTP is nothing but what? HTTP is nothing but what? HTTP is nothing but what? Hypertext transfer protocol. With the help of this transfer protocol, hypertext transfer protocol, we can able to access this web server over an internet from anywhere in the world. Over an internet from anywhere in the world. In anywhere in the world, my laptop is there or not? Please tell me. In the world, my laptop is exist or not? That means can able to getting into the server by helping of SSH, can able to getting access web server over an internet through browser or not? Yes. SSH means getting into the server. HTTP is nothing but HTTP is nothing but what? Access our web server or internet like this. Clear all of? Yeah. Let me continue. Review, launch. So usually any go for any server, any operating system, usually we're logging into the username password. We're logging with what exactly? Username and password, with username and password. But AWS is not only username password, we can able to access with the key pair, with the help of key pair. Let me create a new key pair. Let me create a new key. Choose new key pair. This key pair we're going to be downloading into the any PEM file. With the help of this key pair only, we can able to accessing our server space. So my DS8 key something. We can able to create any name, please. We can create any name. So with this file name, we are going to be downloading this key pair by pressing this button. So have you successfully downloaded this PEM file or sorry? This PEM file, please copy. Please copy this PEM file and please be pasting into the desktop for our convenience, or else anywhere in your laptop. With the help of this PEM file only, we can able to getting into the server. So just scroll down, just click on launch instance. So have you successfully created an instance or not? Are we creating this instance or not, please? Are we creating this instance in the cloud or not? Please. Have you successfully creating this instance or not, please? Have you successfully creating this instance or not? All of you, please tell me. Yeah, it is running state or not? Yes. My server is running in the cloud or not? Yes. But how can able to getting into this instance? With the help of what? By helping of SSH, by helping of this PEM file. But we can able to getting into the Linux machine to Linux machine only. By helping of SSH, we can able to log in from Linux to Linux. But we have a Windows operating system Linux. Windows machine, your laptop is Windows. Your cloud machine is Linux. Am I right? Your cloud machine is Linux. Your laptop is Windows. How exactly we can able to log in? So with the help of third party tool, that is the reason. So we can able to install. So please use this. So we should be install git bash in a laptop. So please type git for Windows. Please type git for Windows. Just double click on git Windows and download 64-bit. It will be download.exe file. Double click on it. Double click on it after successfully downloading. Run. Nothing but yes. Next, finish. Automatically the git bash will install your laptop. After successfully installing git bash in a laptop, where exactly PEM file I have downloaded, either desktop or anywhere else, just right click and we can able to log in. How exactly, please? Let us go for the cloud server. Choose which server you want. Please. Let us go for my web server. Click on connect. And copy this SSH connection. And where exactly PEM file located, just right click and git bash and paste it. That's it. we can able to getting into the cloud mission. Yes, that's it. Okay, have you successfully getting into the cloud mission or not? Yeah, I'll show you one more time. I close this. I close this. After successfully creating a server, select the server, connect, copy this, where exactly the PEM file. Just right click behind that, git bash, and paste the SSH connection. And please wait, we are going to be getting into the cloud mission. So are we getting into the cloud missions? Yes, we can able to execute any command. We can able to execute any Linux command. We can able to execute any Linux commands, please. Yeah, that's it for today, guys, please. That's it for today. Okay. So have you successfully get a cloud server or not, please? Have you successfully created AWS account or not? Have you successfully created AWS server or not? Are we getting into the server or not with the help of git bash? Are we executing commands or not? Yes. We can go for putty Srini, yes, but I'm recommending you git bash. I'm recommending you git bash, please. I'm recommending git bash. One second. Let us answer all the questions. Please wait. Okay, one by one, please. Let me answer all of you, please, one by one, please. Okay. Okay, fine. So Onkar is asking, I want to same instance to be available at different no. Instance are reason specific. Onkar, no. Oh yeah, yes, you need to follow same steps to launch instance in other reasons also. But yes, the servers are in region specific only. We can't able to access other regions. Feed details. So Naguma, please talk to our admin once. Naguma, please talk to our admins once again. I will provide your. So this is a course content. Please go through this once. Course content. I'm sharing with all of you, please. So you can able to see course content here, but you can able to get the admin link, admin contact number. This is an exactly our admin contact number. Please talk to him. She will explain all those things. Okay, that is Naga. Yeah, one second. Srini. Yeah, Srini, you can able to contact Putty also, but I'm recommending git bash. Nagumiki. Ready, please. Yeah, please. Yeah. Naga Venkata. So yeah, we are going to be getting recording sessions, please. Yes. So once again, don't left all of you, please. Let me write down all those things, then we can clarify. So please, all of you, please. So we are going to be discussing complete AWS course first. After completion of AWS only, we'll start DevOps sessions. First, I'll complete AWS course. After completion of AWS, then only I'm going to be start DevOps with AWS. Okay, AWS 1 month plus, DevOps plus 2 months plus. Okay. So timings are 8:30 to. Let me write down first. 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Sorry, AM. Sorry. Monday to Saturday. Recordings will be provided. Recordings will be provided. All please. Okay. Please. If any course, if you want to course fee related anything, please talk to our admin once. So my course content I displayed here in my Google Drive. It is a shareable Google Drive. Please, anybody can access. Please go through this once. Please. Yeah. So Google Drive and Naga, please, through Google Drive, please register with 12 months free, Srini, but only particular fee only. I hope data share and possible between different regions. In no, data is different, instance different, Onkar. I'm talking about your question is was instance, am I right, Onkar? Yeah, automatically, Srini. Yes. After creating this instance also, please be deleted, or else it will be effective charge. Action terminate. Terminate means what? Deletion. Stop means you can start again. Any other questions, please? All of you guys, please. Do you have any questions, please? Me too want to talk to me. Once again, can you wait 1 minute? I'll unmute you. Can able to talk to me, please? 1 minute. Let us finish our chat box question, then we'll talk. Any other questions? No, nothing. Okay, me too. Yeah, talk to me, please. Me to talk to me. Can you talk to me? It's loud. I can't able to hear you, please. Louder. I unmute you, please. Okay, Nand. You can talk to me. Okay, please. So any other questions, please, all of you? Yeah. Shall we meet tomorrow with the same link? We'll meet tomorrow with the same link, please, all of you. So tomorrow, same link, please. Use the same link for tomorrow meeting. Please use same link for tomorrow, please. 1 second. So Nikhil, yeah. Nikhil, you want to talk to me, please? So sorry, maybe this is silly. Yeah. I remembered. Please, AWS course. Yeah. So actually, we discussed PaaS. Okay. So by using AWS, we can able to provide infrastructure, and we can able to deploy application as a PaaS. And developers comes under PaaS. Nikhil. Yeah, that is mandated, Naga Venkata, for all 3-4 classes only. First 4 classes. The next time onward, it won't be registration, please. Because of then admin kind of activity they will be followed. That's what first 3 classes will definitely registration will be happen. Then after that it won't be, please. Okay. First 4 classes only. Naga Venkat. You should be, because of an admin kind of activity, phone numbers, email address, they should be follow up. That's what. Nikhil. So as an administrator, yes. But what about what about developer? PaaS and PaaS is PaaS, which are already discussed now. Okay, fine. Any other questions, please? Any other questions, please? Okay, fine. Thank you. Thanks, but I hope you clear Nikhil. Don't worry. So this is a recorded session, Nikhil. So please register your email address with the admin. I will forward the recorded video also. Today record video forward by today or tomorrow morning. Maybe mostly tonight I will forward your Google Drive, share with Google Drive with your email addresses. Please provide your email address with our admin, Bhavan. Okay. Please listen one more time. Sorry, Nikhil. Okay. Please. Thank you. Thanks for all of you.